Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you. Oh, yay. We are on chapter 3, Codependency No More. You get fairy dust, and I get fairy dust, and this little sweet baby white and black doggy gets fairy dust. Okay, so we're on chapter 3. You've read through the stories. Chapter 3 is mainly devoted to what is the definition of codependency. And I really like every definition she has in here for it and resonate with it. But I have found a new definition that truly hit me to the core. One of the things that I've been talking about on my Instagram, September 2019, is the fawn response. And codependency and the fawn response go hand in hand. So the codependency, the fawn response is a response to trauma, and the fawn response is about negation of the self as a toddler and making sure other people's needs come before yours. So I just want to say for the record, codependency is not our fault. Like, this is just the way that we were programmed to function in our family. This was the role that we filled. And the great thing about that is that it was a great way to survive. And now we don't have to survive anymore. Now we can actually live our lives, which is a tremendous feat. And that's why we who have been raised as codependents or raised to become codependents, it's why we have to do our advanced personal growth work. Like, a little bit of personal growth work isn't regular personal growth work. Like, walking around not liking yourself is just not an option anymore. Like, and if you feel that way, you actually have to heal that. That is something that needs to be healed, and so you need to go to a healer. I absolutely recommend therapy, but that is not the only way to heal trauma. A way to heal codependency is go to meetings. So there's Al-Anon and Codependency Anonymous. I don't know. Oh, why don't I know the name of it? Codependence Anonymous, maybe. So I'll get the correct name, but maybe you'll correct me. I didn't even know about that program until I got on Instagram. I just thought there was only Al-Anon. So that's something actually new that I learned, which is awesome that it exists and it's out there, because we, so relate to each other, and we get better together, and the relationships we can form in those 12-step meetings is actually healing. And it's actually how we learn how to have healthy relationships. I had my first healthy relationship with another codependent. He also happened to be a cocaine addict. I also happened to be a raging bulimic. And we began our first real relationship with each other as an experiment to just give it a fucking try, do everything they said, and it changed my life. It was life-changing, and it set the stage for my future healthy, real fucking relationship. So I really recommend meetings, even if it's just for that. Even it's just for that. The other thing about meetings that I recommend is it's a place to go where you can talk about real shit immediately. Like, you can sit down, never go before, sit down in a meeting and say, I'm a fucking mess, and I fucking hate my life, and I don't know what to do, and I hate everybody in my family. Or, that's a place to say that shit where you're not judged, where it's like you'll see people nodding their heads like, yes, I hate my family too, and yes, I hate this and that and the other thing. And so I really recommend meetings if you can do it, even just for a little while, just to try it, and maybe you can find someone to help you because they have already walked the road, and then they can show you a path, which is amazing. Okay, but here is the so as your class, I would like for you to write your definition of codependency just from the top of your head right now, whatever you think that is. And but like I said, and then you can go through the book, chapter 3, and decide which of these definitions resonate with you the most, and maybe you get to create your own your own from your experience and from the, actually I recommend you do that. So I want you to create your own, your personal definition of codependency. Finally, I want to read to you my favorite new definition of codependency. And it has to do with, it's Pete Walker's website, Codependency, Trauma, and the Fawn Response is the name of the article. Let me see if I can just get right to it. You would think a bitch would have this pulled up. Okay, wow. He talks about codependent toddlers. His use of the word toddler has just brought me to my knees. Like, of course. Like, I talk about childhood, but thinking that this shit starts in toddlerhood is just like, there was no hope. Like, this was just gonna be us. Codependency began as a childhood response to parents who continuously attacked and shame any self-interest on their part. So now you know why you have to continue that, because that's what you know how to do. And you're fucking good at it. Where's the definition? I really, really love his definition of codependency. Give me 1 second. I am so sorry. Don't mean to waste your time. Talk amongst yourselves. Glance at Reddit real quick. Thank you for waiting. I appreciate you, and I'm sorry I made you wait. Codependency is defined here, Pete Walker's definition, as the inability to express rights, needs, and boundaries in a relationship. It is a disorder of assertiveness that causes the individual to attract and accept exploitation. Holy shit, that is like the best definition I have ever heard. So I want you to now take into your psyche your definition encapsulated or not enmeshed. We don't want to do any more enmeshment. Integrated. An integrated definition for you. So why? So we can always know when we're doing it and when we're not, and how to start distinguishing between when we're acting codependent in our lives and when we're not. And I think that's going to be an interesting exercise for both of us, for you. And I think it's a way to heal, because what we're wanting is progress, not perfection. And so we're always going to keep making progress. I am not fully healed from this. I will never be fully healed from this. I will always receive triggers, but I am very close to the most healthy version of real relationships. I'm close. I don't know how close, but I'm close. Maybe not as close as I think, but we'll keep doing this work together. And I would love to hear your definition or anything that you want to share about this topic. You can put comments here when I fix that, when you have the ability to, or you can DM me if you want to talk privately, or you can, put it just in any comments on my Instagram, because or you can wait till I talk about codependency again on Instagram and engage there. But you're doing amazing. This is advanced work. We're actually putting these things into action. That's the only way we can do our advanced personal growth work, and the only way to get to experience the rewards of advanced personal growth work, which is to live a magical life. Okay, love you. Hope that was helpful. Bye.